I was in a ladies' meeting recently with some great ladies in Napa, California. Francie Taylor was there, Shelley Hamilton was there, Carol Tudor, Terry Rule, Karen Cavanis, and Wendy Burks. Boy, are they, you can see why God is using them to speak to ladies because, oh, I forgot Faith Reynolds was there also. You can see why God is using them to teach ladies because they have the great spirit. And you know, your spirit is not shown by how you're doing when things are going great. Your spirit is shown when how things are going when it's hard. You know, when adversity comes, when hard times come. Last Monday, I took off from Orlando, Florida, to go to Indiana to attend a meeting for the First Baptist Church of Indiana. Ladies meeting where I'm on the committee there, and I wanted to go to their committee meeting. And on the way there, can I tell you, Proverbs 24:10 became very real to me. It says, "If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small." Now, adversity is something that's trying to keep you from succeeding, you know. And for me, adversity is something that robs us of our spirit. So I just try to always keep myself in an upbeat spirit. I try to say, you know, God is my God, and since He's my Father, I should have a good spirit. And I just try to work on it all the time. Well, first thing that happened Monday morning is I got on the airplane, and I got to the airport, and the man, when I checked in, said that I was at gate 51. So I didn't even look at my pass. I just started going to a shuttle that said 51. When I got to the shuttle, after I'd already gone through security, I said, you know what, I'm going to double check that. I usually do check the monitors to make sure I'm going to the right place, but I was intense on getting there, and so I was a little tight on time. Not really, but for me, I was tight. And so I looked, and I was actually at gate 121, which was a whole different shuttle. So I had to go back through security, go through a security again, then get on the tram to go to gate 121. So that was hard. That was adversity to me, and it was trying to get my spirit. Then I had grabbed a sandwich on the run, and when I grabbed it, I got a little packet of mayonnaise because sometimes those sandwiches taste so dry, you know. So when I got on the airplane finally, I opened up my sandwich and I put a little bit of the mayonnaise because I didn't want a lot because of calories, and I rolled it up in the sack from the fast food place and laid it on my lap. And when I rolled it up, I didn't know it, but it had squirted the mayonnaise out on my skirt. So I started out with grease on a favorite skirt for a trip, you know, and you're thinking, everybody's gonna see that big glob of grease right there, you know, and you know, it could just get you. So then I get to the Indiana to Chicago airport, and I had to get my hair cut, and I knew I had some time that afternoon, so I hadn't had time. So I made an appointment at a place that I had been sometimes when I was in my home area. And when it was new people there. And when I walked in, the lady that was going to cut my hair had long, stringy hair, no makeup, and I thought, this is who's going to cut my hair? I want somebody that cares about hair, you know. You relate to this, you know, you want somebody to take care of you that you feel like cares about hair. But anyway, I'm not criticizing any of you hairdressers out there that don't dress up or fix your hair nice when you're doing hair, but it does encourage your customers. Can I just say that to you? So I go in there, and I said, do I stay or do I go? And so of course, it was too late, and I just stayed. And she did a fine job, so it was all right. And then next door, a new shop had opened up, a cupcake shop, and I had very little to eat. You know, I got a hot dog that morning and that little cold sandwich at 5 in the morning. So I said, I'll go get a cupcake. That's one of my favorite things. I need it after all these things that's going on, trying to get me down. And you know, it's okay to use a treat like that to try to pump your spirit up. And so I went over next door to this cupcake place and paid $3 for a cupcake, and went and got a cup of coffee and was sitting in the car. I took a bite of that cupcake, and it was so dry. You know, cupcake places, they're gourmet. You think they're going to be really delicious. It was, I don't know if they'd left it in the oven too long or what, but anyway, it was so dry, so I didn't eat it. I'm not going to waste my calories on something that's not enjoyable, so I threw that away, and I wasted $3. And I just told you 4 things that could have made me faint or give in to a bad spirit and a bad attitude. Instead, I sat there in the car, looked at the cupcake, and said, you know, when you have a day this bad, you probably ought to just go to bed. I didn't go to bed because I had too much else to do that afternoon and evening. But anyway, can I tell you that if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small? I think one of the reasons why I didn't faint and when I didn't give in to having a bad spirit is because I had chosen to think on the good side. And another reason, probably because I spent some time in the Word of God. That's what gave me the strength to take all those things of adversity. So just want to encourage you to protect your spirit. Protect your spirit. And you won't be sorry, and the people around you for sure won't be sorry. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice.